blame him. I'd be ashamed ever to take up for a pedophile.
Yeah, poor Robber Bean, I've been sorry for that woman, putting with the old body bastard.
Yeah, I like Lima Bean. Feel sorry for her. But he's already got more attention than he deserves. I'd just be looking over my shoulder every time I walked out of my trashy trailer. I'd be looking over my shoulder every time I walked out of my house if I was him.
I know, get him up. Heal that, what he said, his wife, get him up or shoot him. And I'll get him up well. I know I'll get him up now.
Well, I'm not going to talk about get him up. He's not out there to defend himself. He's not out there to give his opinion. He's not on the radio. So what men get him up have talked about at my house stays at my house. It don't go no further. That's just the way it is. I know his opinion. He knows my opinion. That's all that counts. What gets talked about at my house stays at my house. It don't go no further.
Well, I must say good night to everybody. I ain't gonna listen to it no more. I've done said all I'm gonna say on my end about what I'm gonna do. Good Lord lets me live to open my eyes this morning. I'm gonna talk to the lawyer, ask the lawyer what to do about it, and knock on his door with the warrant. By then, he'll be going to jail. That's all. Or whatever they want to do. I'm gonna tell them whatever they want to do to him. I'm going to give him his name, his address, and he's a child molester, so he's going to have all that on his record again. And calling my son retarded. If you don't do that, that's throwing slangery. So, anyway, y'all have a good night and a better day tomorrow, Dipper, and Thumper, and whatever his bull rider, if you're still in there. And, well, he's talked about Beardy like a dog, too. And, Ranger. And now that you wasn't on there last night. Boss said he could leave Ranger. And he would be to go get some lunch for him if he didn't want to go. And he'd have the oil changed in one of them, or have the limbs picked up, the brush ready to be playing a pile. And have the logs, ready. So, see, people tries to do right and do good. That's one that's talked about, but he's not going to talk about me. He can talk about me all he wants to, but he ain't going to talk about Roscoe no more. And that's DT, if you're listening, I guess he's got to get in bed.
That's him keying up, Roger.
Yeah, he's already got more attention than what he deserves. But I'd just be watching over my shoulder every time I left my house if I was him. I would definitely be watching over both shoulders. Something evil this way comes. Yeah. Something wicked this way comes.
Buying money from people, like some does, and never pay them back. I couldn't face it. My conscience, it bothered me a whole lot. But them type of people, see, don't have no conscience. Anyway, y'all have a good night. Take care. We'll talk at you later. Bridges, you have a good night too, though. Hope you have a good Christmas. The holidays coming up. And Dipper, you have a good night too. We'll catch you all back later.
Okay. Yeah, me and Bridget went up there today and she bought a gallon of paint off Dad. She gonna paint her bathroom. She's seeing her doing it. See you, Nugget. Hope I love you, Roger.
See you, Peanut. I love you too. You have a good night, you and your mom and sister, and I'll talk to you when I can.
All right, y'all.
Have a good night, sweetheart.